Okay, we're standing here looking in through the front door, and I guess I should tell you that it's going to be hard to see, I think, in this video because of the way things are put together inside and the wires that are coming out from everywhere. You can see some of the wires there. There is a doorbell wire right there sticking out a hole and just sort of hanging down. Just to the right is a wire that's associated with a security system. It's just hanging down there. And then there's a yellow wire coming down from the ceiling, and that's going to be that goes to the porch light. So as we walk through here, you just kind of have to use your imagination a little bit to see the whole thing, because it may not be readily apparent to you. Okay, we're walking into the front door, and the first thing we see is the foyer. And to our right, as we go into the foyer, there's a closet right here. You can sort of see the footprint of the closet. There's the left side of the closet, and as we move over and I pan around, there's the right side of the closet, and we'll move up, and I need to be farther away than I am to get a really good picture here, but that's a closet. Now step back a little bit and look back towards the south side of the front door, and this is the front door that's going to be installed on the house. It is waiting to be installed. We're told that the bricklayers will not lay a single brick until this front door is installed. They tell us that every window and every door must be installed in the house before they will even consider laying a brick. I'm not exactly sure why that is, and maybe that's why I'm not a bricklayer. And you can see that there are a large number of wires coming out, going down, sticking out, and around everywhere. Okay, now we're standing in the great room, looking back across through the wall into the kitchen, panning around across the bar, the dining room area, the living room area, and then there's the fireplace. Looking through the Jack and Jill bathroom into the front bedroom, or the craft room as we're going to call it. And let's just walk in there and see where we're at. There are just wires everywhere. Unless you were standing here, I'm afraid that the video is just not going to give a real flavor for all the wires that are sticking out around here. It's just everywhere. Pieces of insulation, wires. It's everywhere, it's everywhere. The white wires, let's see, the security people have been here, and the doors, and away we go. Okay, we turn left and we look up. We can start to see some of the fixtures that the electricians have put in. There's the ductwork for the air conditioning. There's some light fixtures up there. You can see lots of wires crisscrossing here and there. More ductwork, more light fixtures, etc., etc. Wires in the wall, wires along the wall. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I certainly do hope the electricians know what they're doing, because I can't make heads nor tails of this. There's copper plumbing pipe running from the main water supply over to where the refrigerator and the ice maker will be. More copper tubing laying on the floor. More wires and insulation laying on the floor. It's incredible. Okay, looking back across the great room into the kitchen, that's what this view will be. We're looking here through the pantry, the safe room, out into the garage through these walls. And you can see more ductwork and wires up in the ceiling there. Okay, moving on still further, across into the dining room area, walking on over towards the kitchen. And you can see a little more evidence of the plumber having done work here, down in this area, where you see the vent pipe coming up, and you see the copper pipes that have been put together. The red indicates that that's a hot water pipe, and the others are cold water pipes. So you can see that he's done some work there, more wires sticking out, etc., etc. Imagine, if you will, in that area right there is a refrigerator. Over here, behind the bar, where you see that copper tubing in the drain, that's where the kitchen sink's going to be. Let's see. Move back around along this wall. The cooktop and oven will be along this wall here, and the microwave. And there you are. Walking from the kitchen then over into the mudroom, looking out into the garage. To our immediate right, as we pass out of the kitchen into the mudroom area, to our immediate right is a doorway into the pantry, or the safe room, the tornado room, whatever you want to call it. It's a concrete and steel reinforced room that will serve as our pantry in times of non-tornadoes, and will serve as our haven from tornadoes whenever tornadoes come, we hope. This is our utility room. The washer and the dryer will be in this corner. And there will be cabinets and a sink and what have you over here on this wall. Alrighty, we're looking back into the walk back through the kitchen, turning to our right to head into the master bedroom area. And so we turn through the little alcove, and this is the master bedroom. On the floor we have 3 samples of stained concrete that the concrete guy has brought here, and he is looking to us to choose which of these particular stains we would like to have on the floors where we're going to have stained concrete. So we're going to have to choose. He still has more work to do here. These are not finished. In other words, he still has more work to do to these stains. And then we'll choose from the final product. Millions of these love bugs flying around, and finally they mate, and after they've mated and their eggs are laid, then they die. And you can see on the floor that there are just hundreds of thousands of these things even on the floor in here. It's incredible. They got a big cleanup job to do here before they can start working on this floor. Anyway, we just walked from the master bedroom into the master bath area. That's looking into the bathtub room right there. And of course that's looking out that big plate glass window that you saw earlier to the north. And then this looks over to the east, out to the east, and then this view here is out to the west. And these are casement windows that can be opened. And they have screens, of course, to keep the love bugs out. This is the shower room. The plumber's been doing some work in there, as you can see. Copper pipe sticking up. And we look over to the commode room. Like I say, it's difficult to tell with all these studs sticking up and no wall. It's difficult to tell where things start and stop. This is the master bedroom closet with a wire hanging down the middle of the room. Alrighty then. Here we go. That black pipe is the coolant from the air conditioning unit running up into the ceiling and across to the air handling unit, which is over here. Okay, now we're walking back out into the master bedroom, and we're going to walk through the master bedroom out the back door onto the porch. That's what we're going to do. And there's the fireplace. This will be the kitchen area here. That's where the sink comes up. The gas has not yet been installed, but I think that's going to happen in the next week or so. This is looking out towards the north, and then over to the northeast, and to the east, and then back over to the west, northwest, and then finally west. And as we swing around even further, looking to the southwest, and then to the south, across the back porch. Here we are just looking at the back porch. You can see wires hanging down, wires sticking out of the walls, etc., etc. And that's the end of this grand tour. Perhaps another grand tour later.